Welcome, guys. It is Hype It Up 263. It is that segment that you guys all love and enjoy. It is Studio Hype. The wind is blowing me like it's nobody's business. We came here up Langa. We're going to be talking to a producer slash a musician. His name goes by Lyrically Devine. He's a producer. He does tracks for many artists in the country, and even he wants to evolve, going overseas and doing amazing things. So we here up Langa. We're going to be talking to him and finding out how does he cook those tracks. So let's go inside and check it out.
Only vehicle.
This thing sounds so Drake-ish.
Fucking overtime with my niggas. You don't know what you about. Just with the lights, city lights. Find me meditating, optimistic with my mind. I'm in the club, shot. They got their hands up, shot. I just grab the mic and keep it real, shot. I've been making moves, doing better things. Y'all don't lost your mind if you think I'm gaming.
What are you doing?
I'll be on fucking ground all night.
As we promised you guys that we're going to coming to Devine studio and checking out the process of making a nourished and shushed music with his artist and finding out what does he do to make his beats amazing beats. So right about now I have Devine right in front of me next to his equipment, amazing equipment. So Devine, for someone who doesn't know you and for someone who other people do know you, how did you get into music?
Basically, my mother used to actually, she's a churchgoer, and then she used to play this church music, which is Amatodana Siwisi back then. Yeah. So she used to kind of like play those the church songs, and then I wasn't actually like more introduced into like hip hop music and all that, R&B and all that. So once I heard, like the first time I heard music, like the hip hop and the R&B, was on the 50 Cent's first new album, which is Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah, that's the first album that actually got me into like interested in music.
So seeing that you were inspired by 50 Cent's, everyone call him a 5-pop. So what other genres do you use? Do you also focus on hip hop, or do you also focus on other genres?
I do zouk, which is kind of like a dance hall. I do that one. I do R&B, and I do kwaito. I do house music, and obviously the hip hop too that I do.
Everyone thinks that producers have this perfect life that they live in. So what equipment do you use, or do you just use anything to get the beats, or do you have a specific equipment that you focus on?
Basically, what I use is Fruity Loops. That would be actually the program that I use to compose beats. And then in terms of like recording the vocals, I would have to use the Cubase though. Yeah, that's the one.
So for when you want to mix, what programs do you use?
Mixing, I can mix on Fruity Loops, I can mix on Cubase, I can mix on Pro Tools too. So yeah, those are basically, every DAW that I actually have like on my system, that's it's the one that I actually got used to and get to know.
With my case, every night I look up the sky and it's the long, baby. Hey, you should listen to my things. Hey, just trying to test my people.
So what has been your best highlight since you started in the music industry?
As in the people that I worked with before. I have worked with Distraction Boys and Stumo Viwe, which is the song was Happy Day. That's the name of the song, that I worked with on. And I've worked with West G's, which is Castor in Wanda. And there's so many, man. There's the Grays, there's K-Speech, there's Easy, Isak though. That's his real music name, Isak. So T-Mac, Litsopa. And there's plenty. There's plenty. There's also a Nigerian guy called Aeroplane. Yeah, I've worked with him too.
You need to trust in me and hold my hand, baby. Tell you what I'm all about. Baby, I've been fucking with the muscle in the streets. Every business move I make, that's a touch and go. I've been so possessive with the line, city life. They got their hands up, shawty. They got their hands up, shawty. Whoa, whoa. Real shawty. Better things. Y'all don't lost your mind if you think I'm gaming.
Okay, thank you very much, L Devine, for allowing us to come into your studio and invading your space. That was L Devine, guys, in his studio, telling us how to cook a track. So right about now, let's go take a breather because me and I need to record some songs. I think I deserve to record a song.